Win, lose, draw.
Hello, welcome to Win, Lose, Draw. This is episode
15.
We had a little week off, but we're back.
Little breather, back stronger.
We basically were both slightly hungover on a Sunday and couldn't be bothered. Jake was busy, so we had a week off. We're allowed it. We've got real jobs. But yeah, how are we, Simon?
Yeah, not bad. Not bad. Fully autumnal now.
Oh,
The scenes are truly changed and
it's proper.
Clocks have gone back.
Wet and that was a pleasant surprise. I did not
Yeah.
know that. We went to bed at like 1:30, so thinking, I've got to be up at 9. By the time we fell asleep, the clocks went back an hour. So we went to probably got into bed at like 1:45, and then 15 minutes later it was 1 a.m. again. Lovely. But that's a quick explanation of how the clocks work. But yeah, it's been lovely. Shall we get into a nice autumn news?
Autumnal news, yeah.
It's nothing autumn related. Autumn related, in all fairness, other than football.
Football.
So I've come prepared. I've written a few things down.
Ooh,
I know.
preparation on this.
We've never done that before, so I don't know what. Probably because I felt bad after, skipped a week. Give the fans what they want, all 15 of them, and 3 of those accounts are mine. We've got. I keep forgetting that when I see we've got 15 subscribers.
Yeah, one of those is mine as well.
Yeah, one's Jake's, one's Josh's.
Doesn't matter, they all count.
They all count. So
goal's a
if
goal.
you're watching, subscribe and tell your friends. One thing I had written down: Ozil not included in Premier League 25-man squad for Arsenal, and
yeah, I did see that.
He's upset about it. Other people are upset about it. I think it was expected, though. I don't know. Was he?
Yeah, it's a strange one, isn't it? Because he's top quality, but he just hasn't shown it for a long time.
No, he's done a bit of it, not in the same way, and probably not as harshly treated. But he's done a bit of a Gareth Bale at Real Madrid.
Oh, definitely, yeah. Yeah,
he's
it's very similar.
Well, he's just happy to pick up his wages. Obviously, you do want to play football. I get that.
Yeah. And he did fund Gunnosaurus.
He did. He's paid for Gunnosaurus's wages after Arsenal decided that they're going to fire him, which surprised me because I know mascots aren't doing much at the moment anyway, but it's not much of a saving in the grand scheme of things.
Not really, no.
Really.
Not for a multi-million-pound industry.
Yeah, no. But they were like, you know where we're going to save it? Get rid of that dinosaur. I did see Sevilla announce on deadline day that they'd signed Gunnosaurus on a 3-year deal, which, top banter, big fan. Any news from you?
News from me? I'd say Marcus Rashford.
Marcus Rashford is feeding the country.
Doing absolute bits at the moment.
Yeah, he really is. He's doing bits on and off the pitch. Scored the winner against PSG.
And scored against the Tories once again.
Once again. So, the Tories actually voted it out. So they kind of, but he's rallied the country up. I did see Rashford for PM was a hashtag that was going on Twitter.
Sir Marcus.
He's
got an MBE now, hasn't he?
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, it's only logical.
Yeah, he's on his way. Something I had was Kemar Roof scored a banger.
Oh yeah, that was sensational.
We've seen this, and I've got a little clip to send you. I think I'm.
Oh yeah.
This is Kemar Roof's goal in Spanish commentary.
Ah, the Spanish commentary. I was watching the original. Okay.
So.
Puede venir con el centro. No es el mejor. Saca la pelota Rangers. Gira el empate, señoras y señores. Y ahora sale Roof. Kemar entre 3. Bien, Roof. Que se anima desde muy lejos. cabezazo. Ni siquiera estaba en media cancha. Ni siquiera estaba en media cancha. Kemar Roof estaba detrás de la línea que parte la cancha en dos. Don Kemar Roof.
I love that little vibration at the end in his voice.
I know.
Spanish commentary, like any foreign commentary, is so much better than ours.
No, and the Spanish commentary often tops it. But it's that when he's like, no, that's not a goal, that's a golazo.
Oh, it's just...
It is a banger though. That is probably Puskas contender.
Absolutely. That's one of the best, like, in his own half goals I've seen, because there's so much intention behind it.
If he did that run where he'd taken on those players 25 yards out and hit it, it would have been a great goal.
Yeah.
Just do that and then hit it from the
on like a soggy waterlogged pitch as well.
Yeah.
The news.
Any other news?
I believe Tottenham capitulated once again.
Tottenham.
Spursy,
which Mourinho said, I don't want to hear any of this Spursy, because he knew people were saying it, because it was.
It was very. I think he's handled it quite well though, because from what I've heard, he hasn't actually said anything to the players. He's just kind of like just kept quiet and just let them stew and kind of think about what they've done. It's basically like put them on the naughty step.
Yeah, which sounds like a very Mourinho thing to do as well.
Yeah.
But also a very Mourinho thing to do was his Instagram post after the West Ham game.
Oh, the 3 balls.
The 3 balls. Mourinho, 3 balls. 3 balls. The 3 goals we conceded against West Ham. The 3 amazing goals we scored against them. Or the 2 Europa Leagues I have in the pocket. And the 3rd one I'm ready to fight for. It's classic Jose, isn't it?
It is. He loves dropping in how many trophies he's won.
Yeah, I know. Which is, like, the thing is, though, like, everywhere he's been, he has added to those trophies. But as long as he does it at Tottenham, like, I feel like that's afterwards, if it's like 4 years down the line and Tottenham still don't have a trophy and he's been like 3 times, 3 balls, it might not go down as well. Quick win, lose, draw admin. We've had our first goal scorer adventure. So
we have indeed.
We've got a video. It'll be somewhere where we went to Ghent. That was all planned by whoever scored the earliest goal in the first game week of the Champions League and Europa League last season. And then in February, we went to Ghent. This year, we're in Moscow. Obviously, see with COVID, it will probably be next year. But eventually we'll go to Moscow.
Eventually, yeah.
Which it was going to be Lazio, which would have been so much easier. And then Thursday night, Moscow. We've done that twice now. We could have gone somewhere like Salzburg before, I think it was. And then the Europa League game, someone scored an early goal. But, thanks to a 5th-minute goal. Although, Moscow Stadium's quite cool.
It does look good, doesn't it?
And Russia in general will be quite cool.
Yeah.
I'm reading up, it's a pain to go. Like, you've got to, like, apply for all sorts of visas and stuff.
Yeah.
But it'll be good. Post-COVID.
Yeah.
So maybe we might go there in 2030. We'll see. But yeah, that video will come out in about a year. Maybe. But that's on top of, hopefully, one that will be a little bit earlier. Again, COVID reliant is
hopefully
our Soccer Saturday one to Wimbledon.
Can't wait.
Yeah. I played football 1 tube stop away from Wimbledon this morning, so that is fine. I can get there quite nicely. So, last bit of news. I got a little surprise, and I'd said this to Simon.
Oh, yeah, surprise.
Yeah. So, I just thought, win, lose, draw, it needs something.
Oh, wait, I know what it is. I know what it's going to be.
Yeah.
It's going to be, is it a mask?
You're right.
Yes.
Win, lose, draw, branded mask. Yes, hold on.
That is rather stylish.
I've been wearing it for a couple of days. It arrived in the week. It's quite comfortable.
Nice.
It does
Keeps
the job.
COVID out.
This is a small adult. There was 3 options: kids, adult large, and adult small. I gambled. This fits lovely. But if you want one of your very own, this could be our first bit of merch. This cost me $19.25, which is quite a bit.
Just for the one?
Yeah. So it would be I think it would be like £13 a mask if we bought 500. But from a subscriber count, that would be pointless. And I don't have that sort of money. So for the sweet price of $19.25, this could be yours. If you want to rep the podcast while saving lives, email us at win.lose.draw@gmail.com. You didn't think I'd get it, did you?
That's done me in.
I mean, it's a comfy mask. It's actually, thankfully, it's a good quality mask. So
yeah, at least you haven't paid that money. Got like a small piece of cloth.
Yeah, exactly. That's one thing I'm relieved about. It's like, yes, good fitting, adjustable. That's nice on the inside. Fits tight. Good material, breathable. We're get some pictures on the Instagram of it, modelling it out. But yeah, email us if you want one. I think that's the news. Do you have anything?
Nothing that can beat that drop. No.
Merch drop. Exciting times. Right. So main topic for today, we're talking cliches.
Cliches.
So the plan is, and obviously football cliches. There's so many, just random things. Some of them don't make any sense. Some of them are just full of prejudice and stereotypes.
Some are just words. They don't mean anything.
Yep, some really are. And I feel like this is one that you might come into your element. Because out of the two of us, you've got more of a way with words.
I do like words, yeah.
You do like words.
I am interested
I'm
in
a numbers boy, Simon's a word boy.
Microsoft Word represent.
Jake is a PowerPoint boy. If that was going to be our Microsoft Suite app of choice. I'm an Excel boy. He's a Word boy. Jake's a PowerPoint boy.
Office win, lose, draw.
Oh. So what we're going to do, we've got a top 10. And then me and Simon have both made up our own cliche. And we're going to see if it catches on.
I think I've got 10. I didn't actually count, but it looks like 10 to me. So I'm going to say, yeah.
Have you made your own cliche as well?
I do. I've got 2.
Oh, you've got 2. You see,
it's quite hard to think of, actually.
It was difficult.
Because I kept thinking of things that already existed.
Yeah. Yeah, I tried to use like other terms and kind of like squeeze them in, basically. But I think that'll be a vote. We'll put that. Whose cliche do you think will catch on in the comments? I think we'll do that. Simon's got 2, so we can see. So what we'll do, I think we'll go. I imagine some of us will have similar ones, so we'll go one by one each, go back and forth.
Okay.
Do you want to go first? What's your first one?
Yeah, okay. I'm going to go with he's hit it too well.
Oh, yeah, you see, he's almost hit it too well.
Yeah, so when
basically,
someone's taken a shot, and when you see the slow-mo, they've connected with it really well, but they've either like pulled it wide or it's hit too nicely that it goes straight at the keeper.
Yeah.
That sort of thing.
Yeah. Which is, I mean, they never, if you hit it so well, it's the best you've hit it, it should be going in.
Exactly, yeah. It's a bit of a paradox, that one.
Yeah. But yeah, it's one of those that's said quite a lot. I find, it's never if it's going over, because that's like wild. But if it's a little bit wide or straight at the keeper, which is sometimes it's a good shot, but it's literally just like they have aimed for the middle of the goal, hoping that maybe it will have a little wobble.
Yeah.
And it doesn't make sense.
It doesn't make any sense.
It doesn't make any sense. But it said, I reckon it said every single match of the day that's ever been.
Don't know if not every single one, but I think it is a consistent performer.
So I also had that. So what I was going to do next was a proper classic, a game of two halves.
Oh no, that's disgustingly cliche.
It's all, I mean, I imagine there's so many books have been written called
so
a game
many
of two halves as well.
Mid-tier football autobiographies.
Oh yeah,
it's like a
if Leon Osman had an autobiography, it would be called A Game of Two Halves. And it makes sense. Like, there's been comebacks.
Yeah.
There's been, if it was Tottenham West Ham, it's a game of 80 minutes and 10 minutes. Slightly skewed halves there, but it's just so. I think it makes sense, this one, compared to he's almost hit it too well. It's just so overused.
It's overused. It's almost blended into kind of normal English language as well, isn't it? You'd kind of say it in other circumstances outside football. I mean, I'm not sure where it's originated from. Could be anything really. But also, it doesn't
I'm assuming
anything.
It just means there's two halves in a game of football.
Yeah.
Do you reckon there's a basketball equivalent and like an American football equivalent? It's like a game of 4 quarters. Surely not.
Surely not, no. It just doesn't have the same ring to it.
No, I guess like it would be like the similar saying, like say you're losing in the first quarter. It's like, well, 3 quarters to go.
I just thought of another one off that.
It's proper cliche. Doesn't really mean anything other than literally there's a half-time in football.
Yeah. And it's staple post-match interview content.
Yeah, it is. Anyone who's had a bad first half, any comeback, even if they went 1-0 down in the first half and got the equaliser in the first half, if they've had a rollicking from their manager and play better in the second half, they're going to say it.
Yeah.
What's your next cliche?
Next one. What have we got? Let's go. Okay, I'm going to stay in the kind of post-match interview vein here. I'm going to go for it's all about the 3 points. You know, when a kind of interviewer's asking about the player, you know, say they scored a hat-trick.
Yeah.
You go, oh, yeah, no. It's all about 3 points today.
You've scored a hat-trick. You must be buzzing. Yeah, I've never got that one. Like, how have you done, like, someone's debut or especially when they're highlighting a big individual achievement.
Yeah.
Like there's probably, I imagine it's happened, someone scored their 100th Premier League goal. And they'll be like, oh, well, you know, delighted to get it, but it's all about the 3 points today.
it's so obvious and just like, well, yeah, you want to win the game and you've won the game, but we're not talking about that. We're talking about you've scored 100 goals. I think it's one of those media things, isn't it, where they're trained to just, this is how you talk to the media.
Yeah, I think it is. I think it's just one of those dull, standard interview, media-friendly interview answers.
What player do you associate it with? See, for me, I'd say Gerrard.
I was about to say Gerrard, and I was about to add.
No, definitely.
I was going to add, he would be like, at the end of the day, it's all about the 3 points.
Yeah.
The end of the day is one that regularly footballers like to use in their interviews. I'm going to stay on that sort of post-match interview and say they ran their socks off.
That's a good one.
Like, you don't run your socks off.
That's really, I'd love to know the origin of that.
Yeah.
See, on a simplistic level, I guess when you're running and you play football, your socks do come down after a while if you haven't got any tape or anything holding them up. But surely it's just too obvious, and like Because you can say worked your socks off.
he worked his socks off.
Maybe it's an extension of that.
Yeah. So this phrase is synonymous with certain types of battling midfield players such as Gerrard or Roy Keane.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
That sounds very fitting for those. But yeah, it's a weird one. It's just like, it's just, I guess, at the most. But what about players like Grealish? What if he runs his socks off, but his socks are already rolled down?
Don't get me started on that.
Are you not a fan of that?
No.
I'm a socks over the knee sort of boy as well. So if my socks are done, it would be proven. I'd run them off. What's next for you? What have you got?
I'm going to follow that kind of style. I'm going to go for he's given 110%.
Love that.
I think that's one it's almost come from the boardroom, isn't it?
Yeah, it has.
The corporate ballroom, and it's spread.
It's we've got to give 110%, which is, you can't give more than 100. It's impossible.
No, it's impossible. It's numerically impossible.
It is, and I'm a numbers boy. Said,
yeah,
you can't. I don't know why I took that drink just as I was still speaking.
Because you're working at 110%.
I know what I was. That was reining the 10% back. That's what I was.
It's a favourite of the secondary commentator, I think. You can imagine Steve McManaman chipping in, to give that extra 10%, bring it up to 110%.
Gary Neville has definitely said 110% a few times. Yeah. You're right. It is a proper second commentator, kind of. But yeah, another one. Impossible. Bit of hyperbole.
I think that's a common theme here, isn't it? Is there either things that, I guess it's like metaphor, it's not really meant to be exactly what it is, but they're also quite literally impossible. Yeah.
The only one really we've had so far that is not is A Game of Two Arse, which is so literal.
That's the Michael Owen of
that is,
cliches.
Oh, that's a good point. Michael Owen, I imagine he's just so boring. I imagine he does just speak in like boring cliches. You can imagine him saying they ran their socks off. He's almost hit it too well, and it's a game of two arse.
Yeah.
So,
what have you got for me?
I'm gonna go. So this one, this came around about 2004. I'd say I'd never heard it before then. So Mr. Mourinho coined this one.
Oh yeah, I know. Yeah, no.
Parking the bus.
Oh, that's a thing of beauty. That is.
It is, and I am here for it. It's it's literally, it's like they drive the team bus in front of the goal. Is like where it came from.
Yeah.
But it just means defending and doing nothing else.
Yeah, it's kind of like the brick wall thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
He's a brick wall at the back. It's slightly
that's
more...
a good one. That's a classic old one.
Yeah, but I do like the bus one. I don't know why. Just
the image of the bus, and there's like you just having the thought of like the team bus there with. There's definitely cartoons someone's made of Mourinho sat with his head out the bus.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I do like that one.
Big fan. What have you got next?
Let's have a look at the big long list. It's not that long. Here we go. So this is one I said to you earlier. A tricky winger.
Tricky winger. You did refer to me as a tricky winger earlier, and I wasn't. I was a left wing back. But I like that. Which mainly because I like to think that's what I am. But
what do you think it means though? Like,
I
define it.
Oh, I'd say Mark Pugh is a tricky winger. He's going to give defenders nightmares.
Yeah, he actually, thinking about it, he is the definition.
Mark Pugh, yeah.
Yeah.
He's going to give defenders nightmares.
Can do a ball roll, can...
Yeah, he Cruyff time for days.
Yeah.
And I'd say another one that I was going to lean towards, who I think Jake has said previously that he doesn't think he's much, but I'd say Aaron Lennon.
Yeah.
He's a tricky one.
He's up there.
Some people say he's just a speed demon.
Yeah.
But
pace merchant.
Yeah. But I think Aaron Lennon's like a tricky winger. I just think it's someone who's going to give the fullback issues all day.
Yeah.
Maybe
and
not
likely to get chopped down by the centre mid.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, I've got a lot of time for a tricky winger. I think we've touched on a few others there, like pace merchant.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Big fan of that.
I feel like a lot of that terminology is spilt over from FIFA.
100%.
Especially Ultimate Team.
Yeah. Yeah, like just speed merchant, pace merchant is like, you think of Barbo, you think, well, on this FIFA, Dan James.
Yeah.
Adama Traore. Adama Traore, he has transitioned from a speed merchant to a tricky winger, I'd say.
Yeah, okay.
And he's also a different type. I
classify him as tricky winger.
No, because I think he is just quick, but he's strong now, so it's like he's going to cause nightmares.
I'd say he's a surging forward.
Yeah. The ultimate tricky winger was Man United Ronaldo.
Yeah, or I'd say like Nani at his prime.
Nani, that is a shout. Yeah, that is such a shout.
You can see him like doing tricks in the corner, then getting a clip on the ankle and getting down.
Like that time when he controlled the ball in the halfway line against Arsenal and did keepy ups back to his own penalty area and then passed it back.
I think as well, a tricky winger needs a certain type of boot.
Yeah, they need
a flashy.
They need a flash boot. No, there's no all black boot for them. So my next one. This is another one to describe a way a player plays. It's cultured left foot.
Ooh, yeah, I like that.
Because I like it. You never heard, you don't hear a cultured right foot though.
You don't, do you?
And I don't know the difference. So why can Stuart Downing have a cultured left foot, but David Beckham can't have a cultured right foot?
I've never heard of a right foot.
Yeah.
I guess it's because it's rarer that people are left-footed.
Yeah, I think so. I think
it's rare to have, for a left foot, to have that kind of culture.
Yeah.
Whereas the right foot is commonly associated with the culture of, a curve, free kick.
What would you, would you define that? Someone, say like, player that comes to mind, Roberto Carlos, obviously. Is it the curve and the power? What makes a cultured left foot?
I think cultured, I'd say, is more to do with like a long ball, but like not a hoof.
Someone who can ping a
cross
pass,
field, like what Beckham does, but imagine it was on his left.
Can you think of any?
On the left foot,
I'm struggling. There's got to be some.
I guess Bale's got.
Gareth Bale's got a cultured left foot. Yeah. One that comes to me is Kolarov.
Oh yeah, that's a good.
Because he could hit a free kick as well.
Yeah, never striker.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like Dybala, he's left-footed, but I wouldn't say he's got a cultured left foot.
Yeah, I think it's definitely in the realm of the midfielder.
Midfield, yeah, and Kolarov was like he's a City left back, so he's basically a midfielder.
Yeah.
Yes, I don't understand why that's just for left-footed people.
Yeah.
And so someone who's both-footed, what's this word? Ambidextrous.
Is that just for hands? Ambidextrous.
Might be hands. Yeah. It might be. It might be another word for feet.
It might be that. It might not be. But
ambipedal. Ambipedal. I think that's cultured left foot. What's your next one?
Gonna go for the floodgates have opened.
Oh, I like that.
So, at what point for you the floodgates open in a game?
4-0.
4-0, really?
Yeah,
I'd go for 3.
I'd say so. It goes from 1 to 3 in like the space of 10 minutes.
Oh, so you're saying how quick the goals go in?
Yeah.
It takes floodgates.
Yeah. So say the Germany-Brazil World Cup game that finished 7-1.
Floodgates for days in that game.
Yeah. I'd say the floodgates were opened after the third, maybe even the second with that one, because it was just so
early
quick.
on. Yeah.
So early on, yeah. Yeah, I do think. But yeah, in general, I'd say 4.
Okay. Yeah, I can see that. I reckon if the fourth has come in like 70th minute, I'd say floodgates. Yeah. But if it's like goal 3 in like 40th, I'd say floodgates.
If it's 3-0, if 3-0 up at half time, yeah, I think that's fair. Floodgates have opened. Yeah. Oh, I like that one. Yeah, that's good. We might get onto that saying in Tin Pot Team of the Week.
I think we will. Yeah.
Yeah. So
it's such a nice, like, the imagery is just spot on. Like the water rushing through, the goals are flooding through the goal.
Yeah.
It's just c'est bon.
I know. Whoever said that first.
Poetry.
I assume piece of jewellery. That's the sort of thing he'd come up with. I mean, it's a bit older than that, but it is a good one. Yeah. Yeah, that's the point. How many of these cliches have just been made up by commentators trying to, like, freshen up things?
Yeah, because it does happen, doesn't it? Now and again, there'll be a commentator will say something one-off, and it'll become part of football culture. Yeah. Like, I can't think of any examples. But
I think...
I imagine there's been a few.
Like, he almost hit it too well. Guaranteed that was just one person said it. One of mine that I've got later that I'll probably do next because it flows quite nicely.
Yeah, okay.
So this is definitely one person said it and it's just kept as a thing. Is can he do it on a cold, wet Wednesday night in Stoke?
How did I not think of that one? That is iconic.
Yeah, and that must have been. I assume like a pundit or a manager said that about probably a tricky foreign central midfielder.
Yeah.
Who signed for one of the big teams for a lot of money.
When Stoke win the Premier League.
But I guess it is because it was like Stoke and English football was so different for years. But I think now it didn't make much difference. It's not really a thing.
Yeah, I think it was when it was like Rory Delap and Pulis.
When playing Stoke was just chaos.
Yeah. Yeah, that's such a good... It just sums it up, doesn't it? Exactly.
Yeah.
Like a wet Tuesday.
But I don't know. I assume that came from a pundit, or it sounds like the sort of thing Tim Sherwood would say as a pundit.
Oh, it's got Tim Sherwood written all over it.
It does, doesn't it? Tim Sherwood or Jamie Redknapp.
Yeah, or just like a random Sky transfer day reporter or something.
Definitely. Basically, any below par Sky pundit.
Yeah. And as well, that phrase has leaked into wider culture as well, I think. Because you hear it used like when someone's coming from kind of into a new situation that doesn't really suit them.
Yeah. I've seen it
can they do it on
terms of Brexit. I've seen it. I've seen someone. I think it was like. I want to say it was something to do with dancing on ice. So yeah, that's good. But could they do it?
Yeah.
Anything
exactly
good?
That.
Yeah. It's just the joke's there now. It's so ingrained into basically football Twitter. But yeah.
Yeah, I like that one. Rate that.
What's your next one?
I'm going to go, it's a similar Stoke-related thing. I'm going to go for Route 1.
Or
what is Route 1? Yeah. Where's the original Route 1?
That's a good point. But actually, what is Route 1 in America?
I assume it must just... Well, I think roads in America are pretty straight anyway, aren't they? But
yeah. Oh. Highway 1 in America is actually lovely. It goes along the coast from San Francisco down to California.
It doesn't sound very Stoke-like.
Down to LA.
Oh, okay.
No, not very Stoke-like at all. So I'm assuming it is just like one ball.
I'm just going to look at the M1.
Oh, the M1, that was like...
That's up and down the middle of the country, isn't it? London to Leeds, yeah.
Yeah, that sounds a bit more like it. You're hooning your car from London to Leeds. But yeah, that's a bit more like a bit of the POMO, which I can't remember what manager referred to it as that. But it's basically getting the ball into the point of maximum opportunity. which is a technical term for
Who
fit Route 1. Route 1 is a classic tactic that's been used, I mean, I imagine multiple times across the country at Sunday League today.
Yeah, definitely. And there's different variations as well, isn't there? Like Who Fit. It's like the deluxe version of Who Fit, isn't it? Route
It
1.
is, yeah.
Makes it sound like you've got a plan and there's a
kind
of system behind
even
it.
Even though the plan is either the centre-back or the goalkeeper are going to hoon it to the striker, and then hopefully there'll be a flick on and a few bounces, and then someone will be throwing goal.
Yeah, pretty much.
And, but a lot of time for it. That's the sort of tactics this great country's been built on. Speaking of this great country, and this one works very nicely for every other country, or at least in English people's opinions. Farmers League.
Farmers League. That's definitely from football Twitter.
That is 100% football Twitter. But basically, what Farmers League is, every other European league apart from maybe Spain, because no one else watches European football other than Champions League, and just assumes that everyone else is like semi-pro farmers, like playing at PSG.
Yeah, I think the most I've seen it referred to is the French League.
French League's big for that.
Yeah.
It's all playing a bunch of farmers. There's also England in any Euro and World Cup qualifiers whenever they've got Macedonia or someone like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, French League, which I assume it's not that bad. I think the standard's quite good in France.
Yeah, I think it's just one of those things that's just kind of...
We just assume that
it's just
because we don't watch any of it.
People on Twitter like throw around. Scotland
is another football Twitter in England. I'm not saying that's my opinion. But Scotland is often referred to as a farmers league, which is why Celtic don't really get much credit for running away with it every year, apart from this year.
Yeah, it's quite close this year, isn't it?
It is.
I haven't looked at it, but
I think Rangers beat Celtic. I think they're in the league.
Yeah.
I think they're top early days, but still. Yeah, farmers league for me. What's next for you?
I'm going to go for Square It.
Ooh. Square It, which FIFA, I would say, has moved this into Sweaty It. But yeah.
Yes, because, when you... Obviously, it means like pass it across.
Yeah.
But why square?
That's a good point.
It should be like straight line it, or... What's it?
Well, yeah.
Like, parallel it? No. Perpendicular. But you're not making a square.
You're not. If it's squaring it, you want to be passing to your left, who then passes behind, passes back to your right, and then back to you. But that probably wouldn't be as smooth. Yeah, I know. I guess because it's just a straight line. But yeah, you're right. It doesn't really make.
It's a bit lazy, isn't it? Really.
No. But I'd say that is. I think of squaring it as sweatying it more now, thanks to many years of FIFA. So my next one. So I've got two that lead nicely, but I'll go back to you after the first. The first one is 2-0 is always a dangerous lead.
Oh, it really is, though. It really is.
It is. I mean, literally, a dangerous lead is you're 4-3 up in a two-legged tie.
Yeah.
When the away leg was first leg was 0-0, and now you're at home. That's a dangerous lead because 1 goal and you're out. 2-0, if you get the next goal, you're 3-0 up. The issue is, and I feel like I want to say it feels like a very Premier League thing. But yeah, anyone who's 2-0 up, on Tottenham's case, 3-0 up, doesn't really... 3-0's a dangerous lead.
3-0's a dangerous lead.
It is in the Premier League. Like, it doesn't matter when you get that. If it's 2-0, if you get it to 2-1 and there's 90 seconds left, chances are you're probably going to get
it's
that.
It's all about psychology, isn't it?
I think it is. Just...
I think as well, with VAR, it makes things even more dangerous.
Yeah.
Because they're going to spot anything. Obviously, it might not go your way, but especially with the handball rule, if you're putting a cross in, that cross is immediately more dangerous now that VAR's in than before.
Yeah, definitely. But I don't. Yeah, like it is, and I agree with that one. But on the face of it, obviously, it's not the most dangerous lead.
It just is in your head.
Just is. Yeah. What's your next one?
I'm going to build on that and go for it's 0-0.
Oh, that is a classic.
It's a classic.
That's better than the other team. And you're 3-0 up, but you don't want your team to start pissing about. It's 0-0, boys. It's 0-0.
It's just not, though, is it? It's not. It's like, that is not, to me, how psychology works. Because whenever I've been in a match, 5-a-side, 11-a-side, whatever, and the captain goes, right, it's 0-0, and we're 1-0 up, I'm thinking, well, no, we're not. We just scored the goal. It's like, that's not going to change my mentality by you saying that, because that's not.
I know we're 1-0 up.
I get the idea, but it just doesn't work for me.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, that's a proper. I feel like surely Premier League teams don't say that.
Yeah, surely not.
I'd love it. I would love on the Amazon documentary if 1-0 in half time and Harry Kane's coming in and be like, it's 0-0, boys. I would love that. But it's just not going to happen. It's so Sunday League that. What
I actually prefer is when they say, right, it's 1-0, like, let's go and get another. That for me, anyway, that motivates me more than saying it's 0-0. Because it's not 0-0.
It's like, I don't get it. And it's like, is it to try and be like, you need to defend like you would if it was still a draw? I don't know what they're trying to achieve by it.
Yeah.
Other than like keeping focus. Especially at 1-0. Like 1-0's and 2-0, dangerous lead.
Yeah.
So you don't need to say it's 0-0. People know that this game could change. But yeah, I like that. So my other one could tie in with the 0-0 if you're 1-0 up. Could tie in with 2-0's a dangerous lead is squeaky bum time.
Oh, it's a classic.
That was a classic.
That was Alex Ferguson, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was Fergie. And so basically, that could be anything between the last 10 minutes to however much is added on. Like Watford against Bournemouth were in squeaky bum time when Bournemouth got a 95th minute equaliser.
Indeed.
But yeah, that's another classic. And like, I feel like if there's going to be like commentators were saying and managers that have come up with like cliches, but I think Ferguson's probably got 3 or 4 under his locker that were him.
I think he probably does. Squeaky bum, so I'm like, why a squeaky bum? I've tried to understand that for a while.
I think it's like you're like on the edge of your seat, you're wriggling in your seat. I think that's what it means. It's like you're like, you can't sit still. You're like squeaking on your seat, like a dog on a carpet. But yeah, no, I like that. What's your next one? Have we done them all?
Potentially, yeah. I'm getting some of dregs now, kind of the average ones. I'm going to combine 2 into 1 here. So I've got winners and second ball. Just winners.
Nice. Two good shouts when someone's gone route 1.
Yeah.
That works very nicely. Anyone who's hooned a ball upfield, first shout is winners. Second shout, as soon as someone's won that, is second ball. Oh, yeah, I like that. That's another Sunday League one. My final one was another commentator one, more for the elite level. So I've heard it a few times, and it's like, if there's a contentious decision, which we have a lot of those with VAR now, a commentator might say, no doubt the 2 managers will be discussing that over a bottle of wine later.
I've heard that quite a few times recently, actually.
Because do they? Do they actually?
Well, I think some of them do kind of get together sometimes, but I don't think they'd get together to discuss a certain incident over a bottle of wine.
It's not straight after the game every time. Like, especially the away teams, players just sat in the team bus waiting for the manager to have a...
It's like, come on.
Like, say Bournemouth have got Newcastle.
Yeah.
You don't want to be sat on the bus waiting for an 11-hour drive back or however long it is. Tyndall's just having a glass of wine with Steve Bruce. You don't want it. Although I would love to be flying all in that conversation.
I would love, yeah, I was just about to say.
Jason Tyndall and Steve Bruce. Especially if there was like a spicy argument.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was my final one. I don't think it happens as often as the commentators make it sound like it happens.
I think that's the mark of a commentator trying to make their mark on the commentary world, but they haven't quite pulled it off. They haven't hit gold.
Yeah. So do you have any more?
I do have one more, actually. Let them know you're there.
Nice. Basically means going hard.
Yeah.
Yours have been very Sunday League based. I like it.
They have, actually. I think yours have been... You've got some more lengthy ones, which are...
Well, basically, I Googled it. You've just thought about it. Both valiant. I didn't use any of my own brain. But yeah.
Sums up the podcast.
Pretty much, yeah, it does. One didn't plan until the day of it. The other planned, but just Googled it and didn't use his own brain. So, any cliches we've missed? What are your favourites in the comments? So now we've got a little bit where we've come up with our own cliches. So you've got two. So I think if you do one of yours,
okay. So I've this is a bit ridiculous, but you know on FIFA when you can call for an offside trap.
Yeah.
So I was thinking there isn't really an expression that people use on the pitch to do that. You don't say, "Oh," I guess you say like "move up," but it's a bit obvious, isn't it? Whereas I could say like, you could have your centre back calling for a trappy, so like trappy, and then everyone moves up.
I like that.
Just kind of, and it flows off trappy.
Big shout of trappy, yeah, it does.
It could work, I think.
Yeah, it could.
Try out Sunday
League.
Organised.
And then I suppose if it caught on, people would have to come up with other code words, which apparently is a thing. Apparently, obviously, because you're not allowed to say leave it. Football teams make up their own code word for what leave it is.
Yeah.
Every football team. So there was an instance once when, again, Bournemouth played Watford.
So yeah, I know which bit you're referring to.
And
Adam Smith.
No, it's Harry Arter.
Oh, was it? Oh, okay.
Yeah, King Shithouse.
Yeah.
Chalobah was about to take a shot, and he just let it run. So, and everyone thought Harry Arter had shouted, "Leave it," and it looks like he's shouted. So what Harry Arter, apparently Bournemouth's and Watford's code words at the time were the same, but they found out, Harry Arter found out that game, and because of it, he shouted Watford's code word.
Surely you'd choose a code word that can be used by someone else.
Yeah, like I don't know what it would be. Like, I don't know what it could be, but yeah, that's very like trappy would be. And then you could even like gamble, and the striker could shout like trappy, and then it's like, yeah, I like that. Trappy's quite a good one. Another feels like Sunday League instruction tactic sort of cliche, which is fitting with the route you've gone down.
Yeah, I've gone very Sunday League this episode. Grassroots.
I like it. I really like it. So my one, this was off the back of a new word I'd learned in the week.
Ooh.
So mine would be like, oh, they've really been goosed there.
Oh yeah. So what was that again?
I learnt the term goosing. Which
never heard of that.
Yeah, I hadn't either. So I got goosing in the Urban Dictionary is when one sticks their finger in a hole that does not belong.
Oh,
I feel like
sounds
questionable. I know, but I'm thinking that could work with football. Like the ball doesn't belong in the goal.
Doesn't belong in the goal.
So I'm thinking like goose to be like, say an underdog scores against a big team, or someone who's parking the bus
Yeah.
That bus has been goosed.
Okay. That it doesn't belong. Like, it shouldn't be there.
Yeah, doesn't belong there.
Right,
And,
okay.
so I'm basically taking what is, on the face of it, a horrible term and trying to lighten it a bit.
Or like when an outfielder has a go and goal.
Yeah, he does not belong there.
No.
Yeah, Kyle Walker was goosing.
Yeah, Harry Kane.
When he had to go and go. Harry Kane, yeah, he was, because he just let a ball in. Yeah, so that's mine.
Nice.
What's your third one?
Third one, second one.
Second one, yeah.
So also a bit Sunday League, but you know when you get told to kind of stick with your man, like stay close to him, I've gone for glue him.
Stick to him, I like glue. That. Yeah, glue him.
Just nice, short, sharp instructions.
Don't leave his size. Yeah, I like that.
I think mine have turned out to be instructions more than kind of
100%
cliches.
Mine was like trying to go more down the commentary route.
Yeah, I've gone on the pitch. You've gone from the gantry.
But yeah, they're all cliches.
Yeah.
It's actually worked really nicely. We've covered a lot more ground.
Yeah.
So in the comments, might put that on Instagram as well. Hold it to a vote. What's our Instagram, Simon?
Our Instagram is win, lose, draw.
I think, win, lose, draw pod. I think it might be win, lose, draw pod. I don't know. It's win, lose, draw podcast on Instagram. So follow that. I'll put a little vote in there. We can have, so we've got Trappy, we've got goosed or goosing. The phrase I've used is they've really been goosed there. Or we've got glue him.
Glue in.
Or glue it. Which, again, I like all three. So comment your favourite. Should we get on to 10.2 of the week?
Yeah, sounds good.
Hey, take the floor.
Oh, a 2-week break.
I know.
10.2 of the week.
It's getting better.
Nice. My voice is improving.
So, we mentioned it earlier. VVV Venlo, I feel like it's probably one.
Swept the floor this week, I think.
Yeah, I mean, they lost 13-0 to Ajax. The floodgates had well and truly opened.
The floodgates were definitely open that game.
Yeah, I feel it's hard to. I was going to see like Celtic drew, which for Celtic, like we're saying, Farmers League. It's just how many cliches can we fit in before the end?
Yeah.
But yeah, Celtic probably should be winning most games and didn't. But you can't lose 13-0 in the top division of your country. That's embarrassing.
That was not a game of two halves. That was.
It's a year, and I think I saw it's a year to the day that Southampton lost 9-0 to Leicester.
Oh yeah.
Their fortunes have changed slightly.
They have, yeah. That seems like yesterday.
Yeah, it does. That's crazy, isn't it? But 13. I know it's Ajax. I know they're good. But 13-0. Come on.
Do you know what happened? I know they had a player sent off at one point, I think.
Yeah, they had a player sent off.
Late on, I think.
Yeah, there was a time that the floodgates opened in like because it was 3-0 at half time, I think. It wasn't.
Yeah, that's floodgate territory.
Yeah, but there was like the 50 minute to 60 minute roughly. Yeah. I think 4 or 5 goals went in. Like it well and truly opened.
I think Huntelaar got some, didn't he? I can't believe he's still going.
Yeah, I know. I did not know he was still playing. So.
He's 37.
Okay, so 4-0 up at half time.
Yeah.
12, 17, 32 and 44. Red card in the 51st minute. So team talk could have been the game of two halves. That man who got sent off made that not the case. And then from then on, so 4-0 went to 54, 55, 57, 59. Yeah, that 5 minutes, 4 goals, which is just horrendous. 65, 76, 78 and 87. So even Daily Blind got a goal. Lucina Traore got 5 of them, which is I feel like that is an achievement. I know there's in the Premier League that's quite a good question. There's only 5 players, I think, that have done it. Defoe, one of them against Wigan.
Yeah.
But even so, losing 30-0, VV Venlo there's not even any competition.
You can't even compete with that.
No, straight in. Timpot Team of the Week, VVV Venlo.
Timpot Team of the Week.
A little bit of FPL corner.
Ooh, yes, please.
Yeah, so how's things going for you?
I've had an excellent week so far.
Have you? Oh,
Bamford hat-trick Bamford, as Thomas Muller would say. I love that meme so much. It's proper dad banter, but I love it.
It was, because the way it was like Robert Lewandowski. The fact if you have to say a joke twice, and I have, it's a bad joke. And yeah, but I feel like that's why I appreciate that so much, because it is the sort of thing I do.
Yeah, it is. It really is. Yeah, I had Bamford with the hat trick, and then I was really annoyed though because I took out CLICHES, who Leeds. He got 2 assists, but I took him out and brought Grealish in. But I got Sonny captain tomorrow against Burnley, and still got Kane up top. Ings got some assists today as well. Got some points off him.
Ings 8 points.
Yeah.
That is all for me. I had Salah captain, did nothing.
Oh, no.
Annoyingly, I had Alexander-Arnold and Salah, and for the goal that was disallowed for offside, it was Alexander-Arnold whipping into Salah.
Oh, I had Alexander-Arnold.
Which upset me. I've got, obviously, Bellerin and Saka are playing at the moment. 0-0, so hopefully clean sheet. Take that. I've got no points, basically. I'm on 22.
I'm doing surprisingly well so far, I have to say.
I do have
surprised at myself.
If Brighton can keep a clean sheet, I'll be okay, because I've got Matt Ryan and Tariq Lamptey, and then I've got Son, who could save the day. Annoyingly,
how Burnley are feeling.
Yeah, exactly. You never know, and how Tottenham are feeling.
Yeah, that's it.
But what I'm hoping with Tottenham is they're going to concede, but they're going to score.
Yeah,
so as long as I just stay away from their defence, I think it'll be fine. What's your top pick for next week? I mean, games are coming thick and fast, aren't they?
They are coming thick and fast. I would say just in general, Leeds attackers, because they are scoring a lot of goals at the moment.
They're scoring goals, yeah.
But I think a lot of the players are quite cheap as well.
Yeah,
so,
still.
Yeah,
and you often get that with promoted sides. They're often quite cheap.
Yeah. I was going to say Bamford.
Bamford, yeah. I mean, just getting the goals. I think Danny Ings is one that he's going to score goals.
Yeah, I've had him since the start.
I've had him since the start, thankfully.
He's been very consistent so far. Apart from 2 games, he's had over 7 points each time.
Yeah, that's promising. That is what you want from him, especially someone of that sort of, he's not too expensive.
Yeah,
he's not breaking the bank. One that it's difficult because he can be so hot and cold, but Wilfried Zaha, I think is quite a good shout.
I've always liked him in the FPL team, but like you're saying, he hasn't been that consistent recently.
If you can time it well and rotate him nicely with
it's good
someone similar, like a James Maddison or a Adama Traore. If you could kind of rotate when each of those are going hot and cold, you could do it nicely. But yeah, I think Ross Barkley. I know Villa just got a bit of a pacing against Leeds, but Ross Barkley, 6 million, quite a cheap option. I think that would be my pick.
Okay, cool.
Right, FPL corner done. Into the game.
game.
So what I'm thinking, freshen it up a little bit. Same game, but there was El Clasico this weekend, so I'm thinking maybe do a Barcelona and Real Madrid special.
Yeah, go on.
Pick a season, and you'd pick your 6 players from that season.
Okay, I'm going to go 2012-13.
12-13. Okay, I'm going to go a little bit more recent. I'm going to go 2016-17. You can start.
Who scored more? Gonzalo Higuain or Roberto Soldado?
Ooh. Was it Soldado?
Final answer?
Yeah.
Correct.
It was a trick.
Yeah. So Soldado got 24 goals that season. Higuain 16.
So was that was before Tottenham, wasn't it?
Yeah, just before, because we got him with the Bale money. Yeah.
Yeah. And then how'd that go? Right, I'll start with a classic.
Okay.
Messi or Ronaldo?
2016-17.
2016-17. Yep.
Oof. I mean, that's impossible to call. But I think Messi's... Oh, was that the season of Messi? Oh, I'm going to go Ronaldo. Final answer.
Final answer. Ronaldo got 25 goals. Messi got 37.
Oh, that was a killer season, wasn't it?
Yeah.
One of the killer seasons.
But 25 goals for Ronaldo, it's mental to say, like, a bit of a poor season for him. Right. Next up for you.
Right. I'm going to throw that right back at you.
Messi, Ronaldo.
Same players, yeah. 2012-13.
2012-13. Oh, I'm leaning towards Messi, but I'm gonna go Ronaldo. I'm gonna go Ronaldo. Final answer.
Final answer.
Yeah.
Cristiano Ronaldo, 34 goals.
Ooh.
Lionel Messi, 46 goals.
Oh my God, was that the year that he got 93 in a year? Or was that...
I think his record is like 52, isn't it?
Yeah.
Club goals.
Oh, in the league, yeah.
In the league, yeah.
Yeah, because it was 93 goals altogether in one calendar year was his record, right?
Something like that.
Mental. Neymar or Karim Benzema?
See, I think Benzema is quite low-key underrated. I think he's scoring a lot. So I'm going to go with Benzema. Final answer.
Benzema. So Benzema got 11 goals. Neymar got 13.
That's surprisingly low scoring, though.
This was, yeah.
You think it'd be at least 20? I'm going to go for Alvaro Negredo or Radamel Falcao.
Oh, so that's...
I completely forgot about Negredo.
I forgot about Negredo, yeah.
He went to
Yeah, he went to City. Was he at Bilbao? Was he at...
Sevilla.
Sevilla. Oh, yeah, that's it. And then Falcao was at Atletico Madrid, right?
Yeah.
I'm going to go Negredo.
Final answer?
Final answer, yeah, Negredo.
Alvaro Negredo, 25 goals. Falcao, 28. It's quite a high-scoring season.
That is a high-scoring, yeah. Okay, I'm going to go Antoine Griezmann or Iago Aspas. Liverpool reject.
Did have a cracking season at some point. Who's the first one again?
Griezmann.
See, I'm going to go Aspas.
So Griezmann was at Atletico Madrid then. Aspas, Celta Vigo. So Aspas, final answer.
Yeah.
Griezmann got 16 goals. Iago Aspas got 19. It's 1-1, sudden death.
I'm going to go for Carlos Vela or Helder Postiga.
Oh.
Actually, no, you can't do that because they both scored the same. I didn't look at the goal. I just looked at the names.
Oh. Right.
So, Carlos Vela or Ruben Castro?
I'm going to go Carlos Vela.
Final answer?
Final answer, yeah.
Carlos Vela got 14. Ruben Castro got 18.
80? Oh, no. Okay. Sergio Ramos or Fernando Torres?
That is... Because Ramos has scored a lot of goals, but has he scored enough to outscore a striker? But this is
an
Torres,
aging striker. Yes.
Yeah, back at Atletico for his swan song. I think Ramos was probably in like his prime then.
Like, I feel like he is always in his prime.
In his prime. I'm going to go Ramos.
He cut his hair, you're going to go Ramos. Final answer.
Final answer, yeah.
So Ramos got 7 goals. Torres got 8.
Oh, I need to get you through. All right, let's go 14-15.
14-15, okay.
Yeah. Gareth Bale or Luis Suarez?
Luis Suarez.
Final answer.
Final answer, yeah.
Luis Suarez with 16. Gareth Bale with 13.
Oh, yes, I thought, because I thought Suarez would be high.
Yeah, he's not.
He is high most years.
That's ridiculous. It's like Neymar 22, Griezmann 22, Carlos Bacca 20, and then Ronaldo 48, Messi 43. Just obscene.
They are just ridiculous, aren't they? Right. So if you get this wrong, I win. I'm gonna go Alvaro Morata. I've not changed the year, by the way, so it's still in 16-17 for me. Alvaro Morata or Aritz Adariz, the old Bilbao guy.
I'm going to go Morata.
Final answer?
Final answer.
So, Morata had 15 goals. Adariz had 16. He's got the win after Simon started getting a few wins under his belt. Finally got a win back. It was good. All right, that was a little spin. I think we'll go back to the Premier League, but nice little
detour.
El Clasico themed one. Yeah, I liked it. I think that's the end of the poddy. So, thanks for watching. If you've enjoyed, email us.
Buy our merch. Buy our singular merch.
Buy the merch. The one. You can buy this one, worn by me. I can sign it.
Match worn mask.
Yeah, I think obviously if you actually want that, email. I'm sure no one does. Who knows? People could be watching this in like a few years' time and be like, "Oh, that's cool. They had merch. Let's see if we can still get it," and then drop me an email. Or that won't happen.
Do you actually check the inbox?
No. No, I did. I get emails from whenever someone comments on YouTube.
Okay.
Yeah, but that's all I get. This week, obviously, comment who do you think's cliche will catch on, or Trappy, Glue It, or Goosing, or Goosed.
Nice selection there.
And generally, what else should people comment? We've requested a few things, and shout out Matty for putting Bobby Boucher, baby.
Comment below.
Actually, because we missed a week, just comment welcome back.
Yeah, back stronger. That's a podcast cliche for you.
That is a podcast cliche. Shout out Peter Crouch. Instagram, Win Lose Draw Podcast. Twitter, Win Lose Draw Pod. Email, win.lose.drawyt@gmail.com. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.
It's all about 3 points.
It's all about the 3 points.
That would have been a good name for a podcast, actually. It's all about 3 points.
I feel like every cliche would be a perfect name for a podcast.
Yeah, right.
We should have Googled that. Squeaky bum. Questionable. Could have different meanings, that one.
Yeah.
But yeah, we've definitely, if we googled cliches, we might not. Win, lose or draw is a cliche. I can't believe we didn't say it.
Yeah, we are cliche.
We are a cliche. We didn't even use it. Parking the bus was a genuine suggestion, but there was like 4 or 5 different podcasts that had already done it.
Yeah, I'm sure there is. It's so cliche, that one.
Like we said, Game of Two Halves is so overused.
I think it's making a podcast in itself is a cliche. So.
Oh, we're a big old cliche. But yeah, on that, thanks for watching. Goodbye.
Goodbye.